Hello, class. I want to share with you something that's happening right now in one of our national parks in the United States of America, Death Valley. As you know, in Module 2, I believe, you will be required to build a presentation on one of the national parks describing the different kinds of rock formations and geologic formations in the park. One person, in fact, has done their project on Death Valley. So I thought this would be extremely interesting for us to take a look at a phenomenon that's happening. It's called a once-in-a-decade event. So once in every 10 years, you may see this happen. Death Valley, known as the lowest place in the United States and also the hottest place in the United States, usually barren. It's a desert. It is so hot that many of the workers who work on roads and things have to work at night, in the middle of the night, rather than during the day. But this park, Death Valley, this area of the country that is so desolate that it's known for that desolation and beauty in that desolation, is actually alive with blooming, beautiful wildflowers. Let's take a look. This is what Death Valley normally looks like. No vegetation whatsoever because it's so hot. In fact, Death Valley National Park actually holds a world record for the hottest temperature ever recorded in the world at 134 degrees Fahrenheit. On July 10th, 1913. As I shared with you, it's also the lowest elevation in North America, at 282 feet below sea level. Well, every spring in perhaps somebody's yard or an area that's been watered in the town of Death Valley, which is near the park, you may see a wildflower or two. But this spring, something wonderful happened. It became alive with these beautiful, beautiful wildflowers. As you can see right here, the wildflowers go right up the mountains. This is all due to the rains that California has been receiving in the last couple of weeks. This kind of a bloom happens only once about every 10 years, like I shared with you in the beginning. In fact, the last time that there was a bloom of this magnitude that they're seeing in the park right now, and this is only one aspect of it, was in 2005. Before that, it was in 1998. Death Valley's average annual rainfall is only 2 inches a year, and sometimes it gets no rain at all, if you can believe that. However, this year there have been many storms, and already over 3 inches of rain has been dropped in parts of that valley. What happens is these wildflowers like this will bloom in the valley, and then their seeds will go into the ground. Sometimes, as I said, for up to 10 years or more before the rains are heavy enough again to bring those seeds to life. And there's not just one kind of wildflower, but hikers are reporting that they've seen up to 20 different species of wildflower throughout the park. It's absolutely like a carpet of beautiful, beautiful wildflowers. No one knows how long seeds can actually wait for rain. Some of these flowers that blossomed in 2005 hadn't been seen in the park since in the 1900s. They were seen some in the 1800s and recorded in different journals and of different people who visited the parks and different wildlife scientists, but not before then. So who knows when these kinds of events happen, the kinds of species that you may be able to see and enjoy. And people can drive right through the park and enjoy these flowers. It won't last forever, but for now, it is a wonder that's attracting many, many, many more tourists and usually visit that park. Now, just to refresh with you though, as I said and shared with you, this is one of the national parks that you could have chosen for your review, and that's because there are many, many, many different types of rock found here in the park that give you a glimpse and tell a story of the history, geologically, of this area. At one time, Death Valley was a very hotbed for volcanic types of activity and geothermal activity. There are lots of igneous rocks found here. There are 23 unique formations that you can actually visit in points throughout the park that are comprised of sedimentary rock, but the most common rock found in Death Valley is granite. And if you remember from studying, granite is a type of igneous rock. There's also limestone and sandstone. So I just wanted to give you a glimpse and a view of something that's happening now today in an area that you can choose to study in one of your projects, but is also an area known for its geologic activity. And it's just one more reason why earth science rocks.